What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. So today's video, after I posted the Instagram story that I did, if you're not following me, go follow me at Eddie's Life. I got a lot of requests and sort of like saying you're doing it wrong or you should be doing it this way. So I'm gonna make a video today on how to level my, supposedly, I could be wrong, I don't know, but this is how I've always done it. This is how I've read it should be done. How to properly level a toy hauler or a travel trailer, and why you should do it this way, my opinion. If you guys have another way, please let me know. I'm curious to know. There's, especially on a toy hauler, so because a toy hauler does not have like a big heavy duty frame like a motorhome, you know, so the thing you got to worry about these things right here. So this is a 2020 Attitude, and I have put, and I'm not talking about the leveling bars where, you know, you just sit and you like actually crank. I actually cut those off, got rid of those. I don't even use those. I put real hydraulic leveling jacks on here from Equalizer Systems. Why? Well, the main reason those jacks, those stabilizer ones, they don't level you, and they don't, you know, so say you're leaning a little bit one way or another, they're not going to fix you. So you're just, if you're leaning, you know, you're going to be leaning over. But I'm not gonna say really downfall, but the thing you gotta be careful, so here's the other one. But the thing you gotta be careful with these jacks is, these jacks, so they're supporting and can lift 30,000 pounds. Well, this trailer empty, I wanna say is 10,000, says right here on the door, 10,100 pounds. So, loaded, water, everything, I am probably 13, you know, with the Can-Am in it, everything, probably 13. So, and I tested this before also. I used these jacks and it lifted the whole entire trailer, including the wheels, lifted the whole thing right off the ground. So it'll make it cool, you know, to change a tire, or make it easier to change a tire. But again, let's talk about the safety of this thing. So with these toy haulers, I have, and I tried this before, this is just stuff I'm testing, but I've read that you can't twist these things too much because the frame, which that's understandable. If you go under there, the frame, I mean, it's like paper thin, you know, so you don't want to start twisting, cracking, stressing anything out. Also, when these things are too like tilted or too much at an angle, I noticed the door, my back door won't open. This door, you know, you can sometimes when you're closing it, you can feel like sometimes binding, you know, so this whole thing is pretty much like twisted. So this, and the point of this video is for me to show you the steps on how I level a toy hauler, and this could be even for the fifth wheel guys. Now, I'm sure you're asking, Eddie, well, don't you have auto level? I do. Me personally, I hate auto anything. I like to personally do it myself. I don't like to use auto. You know, sometimes auto will over exaggerate and start lifting off the ground and doing all this. I don't like that. I personally like to do it myself. So here is my system. You got two options. I just mounted it right here. Nothing fancy, nothing crazy, you know, didn't bust any wall. This is just double-sided tape on there. I don't want to cut this out because my drawer is literally, you know, right here. And I mainly use the phone. So how this system works here is, like I said, it's Equalizer Systems. You got your power, your all four leveling jacks, your auto level, and your retract all. So once I'm done, I just retract all, and that's it. They automatically go up. And for you guys asking me, uh-oh, Eddie, I think you are leaking. No, I'm not leaking. I just like to rub mystery oil on here when I, you know, before I put it up, just to wipe the dust off and stuff. I know I don't have to, but I just like to rub a little mystery oil to keep everything lubricated. The seals that are in here, lubricated, you know, keep them nice and oiled. So no, it's not leaking, but I am going to wipe them and clean them. Why is there wood? Well, that's another thing. So this is another question for you guys. I hear that, and I've actually seen it before. Now, I don't know with the leveling system. Again, you know, hydraulics, there's so many different sizes and the power and everything. So I did it because I know a hydraulic jack has its most power at the beginning. Now, again, I could be wrong, you know, but here's the thing is, so I did it without these leveling jacks right here. Or I'm sorry, without these pieces of wood. And again, I know you see all that. I'm not done yet. I'm still buttoning up a few things. But I did it without the piece of wood, lifted it no problem. But I did notice I was maxing out the jack. The company said, you know, it's no big deal. You can do that, you know. Same goes with this back one. It's when I'm right here. So the trailer leans a little bit to the, well, if you're in it, to the left. If you're looking at it, to the right. So I put these just so I don't have to, you know, extend it all the way down and it's not maxed out. Some people say, does not matter. You can max them out. You know, some people say, no, it's not a good idea to max them out. So I'm just wondering your guys' opinion. And what do you guys think? You know, if you had a toy hauler, do you max them out? Do you use, you know, I've seen people use those red magnetic blocks also to, you know, stick on there. And so the thing is not maxing out. I don't know. So these are just a couple questions and maybe some of you guys can educate me too. But I'm going to show you how I level my toy hauler. So let's first off, and then you can even, like this thing, these jacks, I mean, they're awesome. Look at this. You don't even have to, you can literally lift this up off the ground. And it supports it, no problem. You know, these jacks are extremely strong. And this is actually what I do. So if I were to get somewhere, pretty much just say, you know, we just got to the desert. So we're going to, this is on, so we're going to retract all. Okay. So you now hear the pump. And you now see the jacks are going to start going up. See that one? It's going up. It's all going up. And like I said, guys, I put these on because, well, it's 10 times better. And it's amazing how stable it is when you got real leveling jacks. This will actually level the trailer for me, which is awesome. I'll go check the backs now real quick. And then I will show you my process of doing this. Oh, there you go. And you don't have to turn it off or anything. It's all automatic, so you can hear the tone of the pump. Wait for it. Wait for it. There you go. Now it's shut off. This is just the alarm telling you they're still down. There you go. So now they're all off. And when you're done, boom, you're done. Now, I will also show you a couple ways. You tell me, well, Eddie, what if you know, I have that. Can I use something to know if the trailer's level? I'm gonna show you that. I'm gonna go turn it on real quick. So right here, because the slide's not out, I just stuck it. This is called the LevelMate Pro. Turn that on right there. So you see that? So now, if I go to my phone here, and we want to check, you're gonna go to the app here, LevelMate Pro. And I'll put a link down in the description if you guys are interested. But this, if you guys have no way of pretty much finding out is your trailer level, you know, you're shaking back and forth. So this tells me here that, okay, the front's got to come up and the left side of the trailer has to tilt a little bit this way. Also, another way I check is the bubble. So you see this bubble in here? Let me turn the light on. So you guys see that? Now it's not perfectly in the middle. I like my fridge as level as possible. It's no big deal. This is really not that far off. But when you're sitting here, you know, shaking like this, you can feel this trailer bouncing and rocking around. So now let's level this thing. And this is, and like I said, there's a couple things. You can use this, or you can just use that screen. But we'll go off of this. I'll show you how nice and accurate this is. Also, how these jacks work is you cannot, and a lot of new motorhomes, even the new, like Newmars, they're doing the same thing, is you cannot lift one or control one jack at a time. So what that means is if you come right here and you hit front, both fronts are going to come down. If you hit rear, both rears are going to come down. Same thing goes for left and right. Both the left and right will move, left and right side will move. Now, they do that, Equalizer system does that so to prevent damage, tweaking, anything like that. And they're starting to do it on motorhomes, like I said. So that's cool. It's got a nice little, I'm not going to say safety feature, but sort of try to prevent it where you don't jack nothing up. So now we're going to go off of the app right here. So it's saying we got to come up. Here, let's turn up this brightness a little bit. There we go. All right. So, oops, hold on, let it find it. Okay, so it's saying we got to come up one. So I'll put this here. Or actually, we can, I'll use the phone, show you guys the app on the phone. So here's the app Equalizer system. Like I said, also has the app. Slide it down. Find the attitude, enter the pin number here. Okay, bam. So turn it on. You can see, so it's off. Now watch. Turn the power on. See that? Kicks everything on. Everything is now on. So we're going to now, and I'm just showing you the app here. I'm going to use the actual display in there so you can watch how the LevelMate Pro will let you know that you're level. All right, so I'm going to set this here for you guys. let's bring the front down. So we got the front coming down now here. And whatever side, you know, touches first, you guys will see that it will stop and that it won't start lifting until they are both touched down. And don't worry, I got snap pads coming too for this thing. So see how that touched? It's not moving. Nothing's moving. Bam, now that touched, okay? So now, here's my thing. Is okay, as soon as they touch, I start always with the front first. Seeing, well, you know, what the front needs. So, it's saying it needs to come up 0.5. So we're gonna bring it up a little bit. 0.25. There you go, look at that. We're in the green now. So now, and this might change because, well, we just did the front, we haven't done the back, haven't, you know, went the left, see 1 inch to that side. So all we did was level that, and look at that. That's off the ground, but no big deal because these things can support it, no problem. So now let's do the rear. So the rear, I'll use the phone because, well, this front's probably gonna change. All I did was jack it up a little bit. So let's go with the rear here now, connect it. There we go, bring down. You can see here, watch, I stopped it. So you can see here, once it's touching, I'll show you here on the frame, like it. So that's it. I lifted the back just a little bit, just enough to get it on these legs for support. That's it. So now, most likely, it's going to have me change. So we'll go back to this. And again, guys, I'm doing it. I'm sure you're saying, oh, you got to go back to apps. This is a pain in the butt. No, you don't have to do it like this. I'm only just doing it like this to show you guys your options. Why this Level Mate Pro is so awesome. So now we lifted the back. So see, now let's do the front. So we're gonna come up here, lift, go down, lift up the front a little bit, in here. A little more. Okay, there you go. Driver's side. 1 inch and a quarter. So we're gonna go right here, left. And this is, you know, how I programmed it. Left side, we're gonna come down. So it's gonna only lift the left here. And this is just a part of it. You're gonna play with it a little bit, guys. So we're gonna take the left, bring it, twist it over a little bit. A little more. I think that's it. There you go, see? And then if you wanna do all 4 corners, bam, there you go. And the main thing what's nice about this system, guys, is say you are driving to the desert and, you know, obviously, or somewhere uneven terrain, wherever, river, desert, is you can open this app while you're driving and drive and look to see, oh, look at that, like the trailer literally is almost perfectly level right here for the people that don't have leveling jacks. Obviously, if I have these, I don't really care, you know, too much if it's twisted a little bit because I can twist it, you know, the toy hauler over. But for the toy haulers that just have those stabilizers, this is pretty important because, well, you can see here now we're perfectly level and that's it. You can stop. You say, oh, this is a nice level area. Let's stop right here. And so you see that up a little bit. That's no big deal. That's not going to bother me, that little 1/4 of an inch. If it really bothers you guys, okay, you can adjust it. For me, that's not going to bother me. My confirmation, I will show you. Let's go inside. And real quick, before I go inside, so you see that, how it's off the ground? Right there. So after, my next step is we're going to bring it down, just like this. And I'm only using this just for an extra support for the front and let it touch. That's it. And I'm done. Very, very little bit. Still, jacks are supporting everything. Oh, when you're done with the system, shut it off, or you can shut it off by the phone. But here's my final test right here. Let's go in here and let's go check the fridge. And bam, there you go, guys. Look at that. Bubble is literally perfectly in the center. And why I use the fridge, or why I use the freezer, is because the freezer doesn't have like a bunch of these rails like this. So, you know, it's nice, level, even. And I like the fridge even so the gas, everything flows properly. So, that's good. And then there's a couple other ways, you know, if you guys want to tell. Here, leave this like this. See what happens. You know, it's not moving forward. It's not moving backwards. It's not falling. So, you know, there's tons of way to tell. And this thing, it does have a auto shut off. Now, I'm going to shut it off now because the auto shuts off in like an hour. And I don't need it. For you guys that want to go off this, like I said, to see if it's unlevel or level, like your terrain, you can leave it on. And then it will start moving, or it'll kick back on once you start moving. So that's my way of pretty much leveling this thing is I go front, lift the back just a little bit, just a little, you know, not even off the ground, just enough to support. And then I start adjusting from left to right. Let me know what you guys think. Let me know if you do it any different or if I'm doing something wrong. I mean, look at that. I even have another bubble right here in the center. So I have tons of weight of making sure this thing is level. But, you know, these are my weights. These are how I do it. Let me know. Look at that. Bam. We're going to wipe those down. I get them nice and clean. Getting ready to install the snap pads next. So, there you have it, guys. Let me know if I did something wrong. Let me know what you guys would think. But that's all I got for you guys. Thank you guys for watching this video. If you like this video, hit that thumbs up button. Don't forget to click subscribe. Peace.
Yeah.